Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 5. Can you believe it? Already. So, as always, just want to give you a little recap of last week and moving into this new week. So first off, thank you everybody for working so hard on this process of crafting a really solid, specific, measurable objective. You're going to see why starting this week that can be such an important thing. And it's a theme that we're in a thread that we're going to continue for most of the rest of the semester. So having that firm foundation on what an objective really is and how to write it's going to be crucial. That being said, please keep on practicing, keep on writing objectives, send them my way. I'm happy to give you feedback. If there's a part of it that you don't feel that you quite got in a week isn't very long, reach out to me. I would love to continue to work with you individually on writing objectives so you can feel really solid on that. As well, thank you for the conversation on the different aspects of accessibility in learning. Based on where you work, where you teach, where you train, of course, that looks different for everybody. And I really appreciate that was a part of our conversation as well. Of course, we do have the requirement in this class that you create one assignment or one piece of an assignment to be accessible. But I do hope that this brief introduction to this topic kind of spurred you to, learn one new thing or figure out one new thing about accessibility. There's a lot to it, but it's not scary if you just kind of do one thing at a time. And the benefits of it are just innumerable. So, moving on to this week, our new week of class. We are going to start, hold on a second. I have to reach down to my little shelf here. We're going to start digging into this book this week, Facilitating 7 Ways of Learning by Davis and Arend. This side, Davis and Arend. This side. This book, for a lot of people, presents a very new way of looking at and of understanding how you choose to actually teach something. It has nothing to do with what you prefer or what your students think they're good at. It has nothing to do with doing what you've always done, but it has to do with basing it around the actual objective that you are trying to achieve. That's why we learned about writing objectives last week. So I do hope you enjoy digging into this book. We'll read a couple chapters this week, and then in following weeks, we'll look at the specifics, actual 7 ways of learning. So we're introducing this topic of what the big idea behind this book is, and then we'll dig into those specific 7 ways in the next couple of weeks. There's 2 conversations that we'll have on those this week, and these are going to be conversations where we're going to be relying on each other to kind of deepen our understanding of this, because it's a bit of a new way of approaching things from what a lot of people have done in the past. One other thing that you'll be working on this week is choosing potential topics that you'll do later, quite a bit later on in the semester, for your team facilitation. I'm not going to get too deep into the details quite yet of that team facilitation. I'll wait for another week or two. But this week, I do want to at least allow you to identify the topic that you would like to address for that. And then once we have those assigned, then I'll do another video and we can really dig in a little bit more deeply to what that assignment is going to require and what you'll be doing. Let me grab one more book. Oh, this one is really far down. This book here, Sit and Get Won't Grow Dendrites. Optional book. You did not have to buy this one. If you do have it, at the front, it has several different strategies. How many? 20 different strategies. You're welcome to choose those strategies as your possibility for your topics. You don't have to, though. You can certainly go and if there's another kind of teaching method that you would like to use for that team facilitation, go ahead and do that as well. If you don't have the Sit and Get book, just go online. You can find the table of contents online, and you can just look at the table of contents there if you want to use that as a starting place. So this week, all you're going to do is choose a handful of topics that you might be interested in. Let me know if there's any weeks that you absolutely can't facilitate, and if there's somebody you want to pair up with to facilitate. I'll get that all assigned, and then we'll dig into the details later. Oh, in terms of somebody you want to facilitate with, if you, would really like to be able to work face-to-face with somebody on this project instead of coordinating at a distance, we do have quite a few people in this class who live in the Fort Collins area. So you might maybe seek out somebody in class who lives in your area and see if they would like to be on your team if you prefer to work that way. Last thing you're doing this week is sharing your draft statement of your philosophy. You might be thinking, well, this is strange. I usually don't share my work with the rest of class. I just share it with the instructor. But there's a lot of value for a lot of the work that we do in this class to be able to see what other people are doing. It really helps to spur your own ideas. It helps you to get a little bit deeper into ideas. In terms of sharing, it's not a matter of to put you on the hot seat or to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. It really is a community developmental exercise to be able to share philosophies. So, there's quite a few of us in this class. You might not have time to read everybody's, but choose a couple of those to read and interact as you feel is kind of necessary with those folks for the philosophies that you've read. In terms of getting you your feedback on these, I will have that done probably not by the end of this week, but definitely by next week. So you'll be able to find that. I do all my feedback right on your paper, right in the assignment Dropbox. If you're not sure how to access comments that are written directly on papers, once I get those all graded, I'll post just a really short video or maybe just even a written thing to show you how to access my comments so you can find all of that. All right, folks, there we go. Welcome to week 5.